father secretly installed a camera in his daughter's room. Then he watched his daughter's behavior throughout the day without any dead angle. Whenever he sees his daughter sleeping, the parents immediately wake her up. Immediately after that, the mother prepares 10 times stronger coffee for her daughter to keep her awake, and then forces her to write a book to earn money. The parents and brother, on the other hand, spend the whole day at home eating and drinking, and then immediately go out and spend money when they get the money for the manuscript. They never considered whether their daughter was happy or not. The girl kept writing books at home like a machine every day. These long years of oppression caused her to suffer from major depression at the age of 20, so she carefully approached her mother and said she was sick and wanted to take a day off to go to the doctor. The mother immediately pretended to be concerned and asked her daughter what was wrong. The father, on hearing this, immediately said that it was not a problem at all. Instead, the mother said that she was also suffering from depression, saying that she was now depressed whenever she saw other people being rich. When she saw others driving luxury cars, she was even more depressed. The girl had no choice but to meekly walk back to her room. The couple, on the other hand, took their son and prepared to go out shopping. The scene of this family of three leaving was all clearly seen by the girl in the bedroom. At this moment she finally understood that in this family, she would always be a money-making machine. They would never let her rest, because as long as she didn't write a book for a day, her parents would make a lot less money. The girl was originally the most famous genius girl in the area, being first in her grade in every exam. Even the newspapers had reported on her. Until the end of the college entrance examination, the girl was excited to go home with an acceptance letter from a famous university. But she didn't get a word of praise from her parents. It turned out that after the parents discovered the girl's talent for writing, they tore up the girl's acceptance letter. And from then on, they locked her up at home to write books, and the girl earned the manuscript fee to support their high expenses of a large family. This depressing life, the girl can no longer hold out. Desperate, the girl wrote her last book in front of the computer, and immediately afterwards, she stole away to the hospital to see a doctor. But the money she had was not even enough to pay the registration fee, so she could only turn around and leave. Eventually the girl walked helplessly down the street. At that moment she suddenly saw a roadside challenge that would reward her with $100 if she could eat a whole plate of chili. So without hesitation she walked up and asked the owner if it was true. But the boss warned the girl that the chili was very spicy and that the average person would not be able to eat it. But the girl didn't care in the slightest and grabbed the plate of chili and stuffed it into her mouth in one big gulp. Because compared to the current encounter, this point of chili is nothing at all. After getting the money, the girl immediately came to the photo studio. At this time, the receptionist saw someone over, and hurriedly began to sell the shop's newly launched portrait package. But the girl said she only had $100, and said she wanted to take posthumous photos. The receptionist was surprised, but asked the girl to wait for a while. That's when the girl took out their family photo. The photo reminded her that she had only had 2 photos taken in her life. The first time was when her parents had a younger brother and incidentally dragged her into a photo, while the second time was this time for her last photo. After the photo was taken, the receptionist was kind enough to tell the girl that she wasn't going to charge her for it. She encouraged the girl and hoped that this last photo she would never have to use. However, when the girl was just about to leave, she saw that her parents were bringing her brother here to have family photos taken. And not only were they taking several sets, they wanted the most expensive ones. Thinking about how every time she made a request, her parents brushed it off and said next time. The girl felt very broken at the moment, but then a psychiatrist saw all this. He not only kindly gave the girl an umbrella, but also directly put his coat on the girl. This also let the girl feel unprecedented warmth.